Welcome, friends, to the horror section. This is going to be a recommended movie video. So here we go. Here's the recommended movie, Gnawbones. And this is directed by Darren Meads. He actually signed it there. Sometimes the things that you fear are in your head, and sometimes they're in the woods. Kind of a cool little snag line there to get you. And there's the creature. Pretty cool little, pretty nice little cover right here. I like that. And this is like a little thin little case here. Filmed in southern Indiana, Gnawbones is a monster movie throwback back to classic 80s horror that uses practical effects, which I love, Just enjoy it when they've got practical effects in there. And let me open this up and I'll show you what we got in this little, comes with these cool little stickers. Here's actually the DVD, and it's actually a pressed DVD. So it's not a burnt copy. No, it's actually a pressed DVD, and it comes with bonus on DVD, and it comes with these cool little stickers. So it's a pretty cool little set you get here. And he also signs it or whatever the director does. I'll let you look at some of the Darren Means, and there's some of the people that's on the... This is made in 2016 with a running time of 95 minutes. It goes by pretty quick. It's a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. For like a smaller budget movie, it's pretty fun. But the idea or the scenario about the movie is 10 years ago, a boy witnessed his grandpa get killed by a monster, and today he's still having nightmares and stuff, and he's going to see like a psychiatrist, I guess, or a guidance counselor sort of at his school. And his friends want to help him kind of get over it. So the guidance counselor or whatever figures the best way to get over it is to go to the woods where all this supposedly happened. They don't believe him, of course. This big monster killed your grandpa and you kind of seen it, and they don't believe him at all. And pretty much, let's take him to the woods and show him that the monster's not there, and then he can get over it and he can go about with his life instead of having all these nightmares and stuff. And pretty much they go to the woods, and of course it wasn't in his it wasn't in his head. It was actually in the woods, as the scenario says right here. And pretty much, I don't want to ruin the movie if you want to grab this one, because I like it pretty good. And pretty much they go to the woods, and there's actually a monster there. So, and the monster looks pretty decent. I like it pretty good. Like I said, it's special. It's practical effects. I mean, it looks really good. I mean, it's a low budget kind of indie movie. And I actually talked to the director, and he said that's what he was going for. They were just going to see if they could make a indie low budget film of the creature feature movies they used to watch in the 80s, kind of the Pumpkinhead or something like, and that's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit. Pumpkinhead, the monster does. It's pretty cool. And like I said, I mean, it's actually I believe I could say that it's actually a suit that a person's actually wearing in some of the scenes. There might be other scenes where there's, different effects to it, but it's mainly just a guy in a suit kind of running around, and it actually looks pretty good. It's got some really cool shots, like they're in the woods for a little bit of the movie, and it's got some great like shots of the sky and all this. It's kind of artsy in spots. It looks really kind of cool. And most of the actors do a pretty darn good job for a lower budget movie. I mean, like I said, I had fun with it. It was a really fun one. I really liked it pretty good. You got your occasional person in there. All these 80s movies, when you go back and watch them, when they're trying to repeat what they done in the 80s, always had the the main character and some of his friends, and they have the obnoxious kind of bad guy that's on there that's always riling people up, if you would, making them mad and stuff. And there's one of those in here. That was the only problem I had with this movie. That guy just annoyed me. I mean, somebody else could watch it and it'd be perfectly fine, but that guy was just so annoying. But I asked the director, I asked Darren, about that guy, and they said they actually done that after a person they knew in school. So I guess I can't really complain because that guy was probably supposed to be acting like he was obnoxious, and he really he done a good job acting. He's probably the nicest guy in the world, but in this movie, but that's what they wanted him to do. So I'm not really going to fault it on that. It's kind of funny. He's got some funny, one-liners in there and stuff, but it's a pretty cool movie. Like I said, all the acting, they do a really good job in this one. I really enjoyed it. And like I said, some of it's kind of got that spooky effect of, walking through the woods and it's dimly lit and you don't know when the monster's going to come out and get you and all this. It's a pretty cool movie. I really enjoyed it for a low budget kind of, off the wall kind of movie. It's a really fun one, I think. Trying to think about it here. Pretty much, I mean, it's got a lot of cool effects in there going with, when the monster attacks the different people. It's got a couple of good gore scenes in it. You're having kind of fun with the characters and stuff. I really liked it, though. But it's just a kind of a cool movie. And like I said, I just wanted to recommend this one. I wanted to help my buddy Darren out because he was, seems like a good guy, and I believe they're going to be making some more movies. But this was like his first movie that they've tried directing, him and some of his friends, and I thought they did an excellent job on it. It's just a cool kind of movie. Like I said, you're going to expect a few little flaws in it because it is a lower budget movie with, and plus it's their first try, but I can look over those because I really enjoyed the movie. It was kind of fun. So like I said, I'll try to leave some links below so you can figure out where to buy this movie, and I might even try to leave the trailer down there below so you can kind of check it out on here on YouTube and check the trailer out and stuff. But like I said, I really enjoyed it pretty good. It was just a fun little kind of movie, kind of throwback to the 80s, and I thought they did a good job. So excellent job, Darren, and I appreciate the time talking to me about the movie if you get to watching this. So that's the horror section, and this has been a recommended movie to watch, Gnawbones from 2016. I hope y'all can check this one out and watch it. And if you've seen it, or if you do see it, please leave me something down there in the comments and tell me some of the stuff you liked and disliked about it. But I thought it was a pretty cool movie. And like I said, if you're looking for me, I'm not hard to find. Just check the horror section. Thank you. See ya.